What's up, Cascade Academy? I've been back home for about a week now. Can't get you guys off my mind. The social skills class that I sat in was remarkable. The morning presentation is unforgettable. You two students, you captured a part of me in my heart that will always be with you and in that school. Staff, you guys were so welcoming and an awesome group of people. The work you're doing with your students and the way you see them and the way you interact with them is phenomenal. I take my hat off to you. I haven't stopped talking about the trip. I can't wait to see what comes out of it. I'm watching the links that you guys send, and it's amazing. I'm still, now that I know you, I'm even more amazed by the things that you have to say. We shared tears together. We sweated on the basketball court. We laughed. We cried. We told our stories. And you've changed my life. And I can only see things getting better from here. Hopefully for all of us. A number of you have made friends with me on Facebook. All you got to do is look up Sammy Rangel if you want to connect with me. And every day you chat, I'll try to chat back to you. I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of hits since I've been back home. People are just amazed with what I tell them about us, so thank you. A couple things I think that I want to make sure that everyone keeps on their minds and in their hearts. You can have a good heart and still have a problem with a terrible mind. And oftentimes I think we get lost in some of that. Whether you're an adult or a young person, we all have issues. Wanting to change doesn't mean you know how to change. There is a learning curve. It doesn't mean that you'll get it right the first 10 times, the first 100 times. The catch is to keep at it, to hold yourself and each other to a higher level of concern, higher level of achievement. Recognizing that kindness, compassion, forgiveness are all real strengths that we all possess and innately need. We need those things naturally in order to find the balance and the peaceful place that is our goal. I think a true sign of success is being at peace with oneself and also being at peace with the world around you. I think we have to remember that the people that antagonize us can also often teach us something about ourselves. But we don't need to take that personal, because when a person is antagonistic, well, like I said in our presentation, hurt people. And if we know that someone is suffering, we know that someone is hurting, wouldn't we want to be compassionate towards that, even if what they had done to us wasn't kind or compassionate in itself? Leading the way means being the first to love. Forgiving gives you the opportunity to be the first one to love. Hating is often born from the same struggle that confusion comes from. When we hate another person, we fail to see their point of view. Oftentimes, the hate comes from the same point of view as the person who feels hated. For example, if I'm angry at you, it's probably because I feel right. If you're angry with me, it's probably because you feel right. So we're both coming from this place in our hearts and in our minds that we are fighting a just cause. When I am frustrated, I'm also confused. That confusion comes from a lack of understanding. When I don't have the understanding that I need when interacting with someone, it leaves it open for misinterpretation. Because there are no blank spaces in the world, and so whenever there is a blank spot, we try to fill it in. And that goes back to the way we tell ourselves that narrative, that story about what I've just experienced, which has more to do with my history than with the actual experience. Many of you have suffered many of the same ways I have. Many of you are struggling in many of the ways I started out struggling. It's never too late to reclaim the right to be a better person and to want more for yourself and to want to do more for yourself. And the better you feel about yourself and what you do for yourself, the more likely it is that you're going to offer something to someone else. When you realize there's enough success, there's enough freedom, there's enough happiness, there's enough forgiveness, there's enough compassion in the world for everyone to have an abundance of it, you won't feel like you have to keep it to yourself so much. Through transparency, you allow others to see your vulnerabilities, which in turn speaks volumes about your strength. I hope that you can find a way to carry on the message that we shared, changing our narrative, changing the way we perceive the narrative of others, being compassionate in the way that we interact in the world, trying to be empathetic with those around us that we know and don't know very well. But in addition to that, I think ultimately, to respect yourself is to love others, and to be loving towards others is to be respectful towards self. I want you to know that even though I'm far away and way over here in the Midwest, I'm there with you, and you are here with me. And I want to encourage you to continue spreading the message that I shared with you and that you have shared with me. Change is possible. Not only is it possible, it's yours for the taking. Strive right now in this moment to make yourself the best that you can be, no matter what your history is, no matter what your future looks like. In this moment, right here and right now, is what matters. You matter. Let's shed the ego. Let's shed the history. Let's shed all that useless suffering and hate. Let's shed all that remembrance of failures in our life. And let's focus on protecting this moment and growing it so that the next 20 moments, the next 2,000 moments, the next million moments can be prepared for us in a way that we're ready to receive it. I want to wish you well, and I'll be in touch. I'll see you guys soon, I hope. I'm all over Facebook. Look me up. I'm willing to chat with you. And to the staff, thank you once again. To the students, love and peace.